your service. Yes, my lord.
Welcome indeed, my honorable friend. What shall we discuss in the hope of mutual...
Ready for order. Full speed ahead. Disembarking. Your order as you command. Ready for destination reach.
Ready for orders. That is impossible, sir. Drop anchor!
You have further orders.
That is a dangerous course. Your orders, sir.
At your command. Setting sail, sir. Moving out. All hands on deck.
At your command. Setting sail, sir. Sir? Orders understood.
The men are ready to attack, sir. A ship is on fire! It could spread, sir! Sir, your general is in terrible danger! Sir, a ship is on fire! The crew don't stand a chance!
Sega.
Ready for orders. Setting sail, sir. Drop anchor.
Yes, my lord. My sword for you, my lord. Ready for orders. As you command. Destination reached. Up to your command. Sir, your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord. Forgive me, but I cannot. As you wish, my sword for you, my lord. Your orders. Up to your command. Marching now. Movement completed, my lord.
So, we sail for glory. Waiting for
Ready for orders without delay. Journey completed.
At your command. March!
Yes, my lord. Very well.
battle ready, sir. That is impossible, sir. Moving out. Station stand ready. Steady as we go. All hands on deck.
My sword for you, my lord. Time to rest, my lord. Ready for orders. Up to your command. As you command. Marching now. Your orders, my lord. As you command. At your service. Full speed ahead. All hands on deck. We should discuss matters of mutual interest, so that all may profit and flourish as a result. Ready and waiting. All hands to stations. You have further orders. That is impossible, my lord. We cannot sail there. Your orders, my lord. That course is unsafe. Death and honor! No, lord, we cannot. Very well.
Ready, sir. Prepare to defend, sir. incoming fire, sir! Damn, Navy! This is not the work of gentlemen!
Levies ready, sir! My order spears to the fore! Spears at the ready!
At the double!
Levies awaiting orders! At the double!
Orders understood!
At the double! Levies awaiting orders!
Your general is under attack!
Double!
Levies are Shogun!
Fucking woods, dude.
Yes, my lord. Without delay. It is an honor to serve you. Prepare the gun. Ready for orders. That is impossible, my lord. Drop anchor! That is impossible, my lord. Ready for orders. Your orders, my lord. Besieging settlements! Besieging! Stand on them! Satsuma.
The Boshin War is a conflict between the forces of the shogunate and those of the emperor. Every clan must pledge allegiance to one or the other. The object of the campaign game is to secure allegiance to our cause and capture territory. When our clan's fame reaches a certain level, we must choose to rally behind one power or the other, or attempt to assume personal control of the country. This last option will lead to all but our most loyal allies turning against us.
I say, what? Attention, you slovenly samurai.
At your command.
At you, sir.
My sword for you, my lord.
At once.
Ready for orders.
Yes, my lord. Ready for orders.
Our cause is true.
Ready for orders. Our voyage is
I would have you listen to my offer. You may find it interesting.
Yo. Your orders, my lord. As you wish, my lord.
battle ready, sir. Setting sail, sir. The sea big fire.
My sword for you, my lord.
Ready for orders. Your next command, sir. Sir, prepare the guns. Ready for battle.
At your command. Strike them down. Is there nothing else? Yes, my lord. Alas, that is impossible. Death and honor! As you command. At your command. Ready for orders. My sword for you, my lord.
At your command.
Yes, my lord. At your command. Without delay. Destination reached.
Your orders, sir. Flatten them!
My sword for you, my lord. Very well. Movement. That is important.
Gunners, to your positions!
Ready for orders. Attacking the settlement, my lord. No one enters. No one leaves.
Moving out!
engaging!
At your command.
Waiting for more orders. No one enters! No strike! Attacking the settlement, my lord!
Ready for orders. Setting sail, sir. Waiting for a new course.
Come. Welcome. Be seated and tell me of the concerns that bring you here. Cast your words upon the breeze. Perhaps
What do you wish of me? That is beyond even my skills.
Sir, we sail for glory. Moving out. Drop anchor.
have use of my talents? Hi. I will find rest here.
At your service. Destination reached. Is there nothing else?
Your orders, my lord.
What would you have me do? I wish I could, my lord.
Battle ready, sir. All hands on deck. The sea beacon, sir.
My failings shake me. Yes, my lord. Ready for orders. As you wish, my lord. My sword for you, my lord.
Sir! Journey completed. At your command. Steady as we go. We must rest a while.
Perhaps, if you listen to my offer, you will find some merit in the idea.
Ready for battle. March.
Up to your command. Your orders, my lord.
Sir, destination reached.
Ready for orders. At ease, man. Our voyage is done. At your service.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord. At your command.
At your service. Gathering supplies.
Forgive me, but I cannot.
At your command. Finding Posing, sir. Your orders, sir. We still have a good wind.
Ready for orders.
My good friend. Meetings with friends are always a pleasant diversion. Be welcome, my friend.
Spirit hungers for blood.
Make haste, ma'am. Orders received. Fire!
Yes, my lord. Destination reached.
At your command. At ease, man.
My sword for you, my lord. Marching now.
Ready.
Time to rest.
Destroy them! Sir! At your command. On the move, sir.
Your orders, my lord.
When you consider my offer, do not consider only the blossom. Look to the whole tree.
None will escape.
Battle ready, sir. At your service. At once.
Ready for orders. As you command.
Ready for orders. Make haste, man. Journey completed.
command. Yes, my lord. Without delay.
gentlemen. Spirit hungers for blood. Hungers for blood! Ready for order, laying an ambush, my lord. Your orders, my lord. Marching now. Journey completed. Orders received.
words, sir. All hands on deck!
As you wish, my lord.
At your command. That is a dangerous course.
Come. Be well. Yes, my lord. Without delay.
At your service. Drop anchor! Ready for orders. Full speed ahead.
Speak then.
It is an honor to serve.
This up to your command.
Stopping for now.
Your orders. Spirit hungers for. Besieging settlement.
Going ashore. Drop.
Ready for orders.
Disembarking.
Battle ready, sir.
What is your bidding?
Hi.
I shall rest, my lord.
At your command. Moving out!
What are your orders?
I know.
Besieging settlement! Besieging! No one enters, no one leaves!
sir.
Are you still making music?
everybody. I'm here with Kurt Mexican, America's comedian.
Hola.
So I don't know if you heard. See, I updated my operating system, and now everything's messed up. Nothing
I
works
hate when they
right.
do that. Yeah, my phone's
No,
like that. I hate their updates.
Look at it. So now everything's going to be out of size, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay. All right. Anyway, so the Wall Street Journal came out with this. I'm sure you've heard of it if you watch this show. How the White House functioned without a diminished Biden, with a diminished Biden in charge. So now,
They're saying it.
the end of December 2024, finally, the mainstream media is now going to tell you what the Jimmy Dore show has been telling you since 2019.
And
That
you
Joe
saw it
Bi-
with your eyes.
that
also,
Joe-
he does. You saw it with your own goddamn eyes.
Joe Biden is demented. He has I don't know if it's early. He's in his late 70s. He has dementia. So I don't know if it's Alzheimer's or dementia or...
The thing I heard was called frequent aneurysm syndrome, which I've never heard of. But that's what I heard from a good source.
So he's had two brain
yeah.
surgeries.
Yeah, he'd had a few
Yeah.
aneurysms that we know about.
Yeah.
But they were hiding the others. I just want to point out that Bill Maher won't have George Clooney on his show to explain himself because they're mad at Clooney because he wrote that tremendous op-ed.
You're kidding.
Dude, I'm not making that up. George Clooney's mad at Obama for making him be the guy. Okay, he wrote, and it's up to him at the end of the day. So they're mad at him, which doesn't even make sense because you knew Biden was senile
That's
and was
right.
going to have to be
And that
replaced.
Obama was the one who told Clooney to write that thing in the first place.
Did you think Biden would win? Everyone knew he was gone.
The subheadline is aides kept meetings short and controlled access. Top advisors acted as go-between as public interactions became more scripted. The administration denied Biden has declined. So
Wait.
So as I've always
Kamala
told you,
senile
that,
too.
I've always told you that the government is the biggest liars, and then the second biggest liar is the corporate media. So this is them. This is the government lying, and then the corporate media covered for him for 3 years, 11 and a half months. So that's what this is. Finally, the corporate media is going to tell you the truth that we've been telling you since 2019. It was obvious that he was demented, and I'm going to show you in the next segment what they knew it at the debate in 2019 that he was demented when that who was the guy that called him out on it? Anyway, to adapt.
Wait, but also they admitted. Am I wrong? They also just admitted recently Nord Stream was America finally.
America didn't admit that, but it was a European newspaper did. Ready? To adapt the White House around the needs of a diminished leader, they told visitors to keep meetings focused. Unlike Joe Biden, who was not focused. Interactions with senior Democratic lawmakers and some cabinet members, including powerful secretaries such as Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and Treasury Janet Yellen, were infrequent or grew less frequent. Some legislative leaders had a hard time getting the president's ear at key moments, including ahead of the U.S. disastrous pullout from Afghanistan.
There wasn't disaster. We forged bonds that will get us lithium.
Senior advisors were often put into roles that some administration officials and lawmakers thought Biden should occupy, with people such as National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, Senior Counsel Steve Ricchetti, and National Economic Council head Lael Brainerd, never heard of him, and it's a woman, and her predecessor frequently in the position of being go-betweens for the president. Press aides who compiled packages of news clips for Biden were told by senior staff to exclude negative stories about the president. What is this guy? Is this guy a diva movie star on a set? Julian Castro.
All the magazines are. He's got CAA as his agency. So yes.
So Joe Biden has an agency. Yeah. The most powerful agency in Hollywood is CAA. They represent the president of the United States.
Why do you think Me Too didn't do anything when Joe Biden was credibly accused of grabbing a woman by the pussy as they accused Trump of?
The president wasn't talking to his own pollsters. He wasn't talking to his own pollsters, as surveys showed him trailing in the 2024 race. The president's slide has been hard to overlook. Oh, really? Because you guys did a great job of overlooking it for 3 years and 11 months.
Yeah, Jimmy, I'm going to say something, and if you can't handle it, F you.
F you, as Joe Biden. That's right.
That's the best Biden. Biden.
While preparing last year in 2023 for his interview with Robert K. Hoover, H-U-R, the special counsel who investigated Biden. So that was the special counsel appointed to investigate if Joe Biden mishandled secret documents. He eventually concluded that Joe Biden, a jury would not convict him because he's demented. That's what that guy... That's what that guy, he said they would not, you couldn't get a jury to convict him. So when they were getting him prepped for his interview with the investigator, this guy H-U-R, the president, he couldn't recall lines that his team had discussed with him. So he couldn't remember what his lies were supposed to be for the guy. At events, aides often repeated instructions to him. What kind of instructions? Like where to enter and exit the stage. The guy's running the free world, supposedly.
No, he's not.
Supposedly.
Don't worry, Obama's our secret president.
That's right.
And you know what? As a shitlib, I kind of know that, and I'm glad.
So they had to tell him where to enter and exit the stage. Something that would be obvious to an average person. And you were called every name in the book by corporate media for pointing this out.
Right.
Called conspiracy theorists over and over. You're pushing deep fakes. You're pushing conspiracy theories.
No, they called them cheap fakes.
They call them cheap fakes.
It didn't take off, but cringe Jean-Pierre tried to... That was a cheap fake. The real footage of Biden that in any context looks terrible.
Biden's team tapped campaign co-chairman. Guess who Biden's campaign coach? Just to let you know, Jeffrey Katzenberg.
Cenk Uyghur's funder for a while.
He still is. By the way, so he gave the Young Turks $20 million. This guy, Biden's co-chairman.
Then why is Cenk going full trying to get with Trump now?
Because he lost his audience. Gave him $20 million, and because he's not going to get any more money out of Katzenberg.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
But that wasn't a loan. That was Jeffrey Katzenberg purchasing $20 million worth of the Young Turks. Jeffrey Katzenberg now has a seat on the corporate board at the Young Turks. That wasn't a loan. That was an investment. So Biden's team tapped campaign co-chairman Jeffrey Katzenberg, a Hollywood mogul, to find a voice coach to improve the president's fading warble. They're telling you this all now. Believe me, the Wall Street Journal has known this for as long as I've known it.
Jeffrey Katzenberg, the guy who doesn't want homelessness fixed in California.
So, Jimmy, why are they saying this now? Why are they releasing this all now?
Because,
what is the game?
I guess because
what are you going to do about it?
Because it'll sell papers, I guess. Because
That's what they always do. They tell the truth. There's like a time. That's why I asked about the Nord Stream, because I'm trying to map out the timeline of when they can finally tell you the thing we've all known. You know,
the system put Biden at an unusual remove from cabinet secretaries, the chairs of congressional committees, and other high rank. So they wouldn't let him talk to anybody. The people the president's supposed to talk to, even his own top advisors, they wouldn't let him talk to them.
This is not unusual. They went through this with Reagan. Did we all forget Dianne Feinstein and fucking?
Right. But she wasn't president.
Mitch McConnell. This is just the standard operating procedure, and everyone should wonder. Do you think your country's real when this is a thing? When all the people working together go, "Oh, we can't say the president is fucking senile." So the thing they should say.
So not only the people who are running the country know that the guy who's the head of the country elected is senile. They knew he was senile when he was running in 2019. By the way.
Well, that's
and
why
so did the
I
media. Let me
appreciate-
finish. So they did. So did the media. Not only did they know the people actually running it, but the corporate media knew too. They also knew. So because I knew. So if me, a C student,
would know.
At the time, a pothead in my garage knew, they knew. So you're being lied to it all the time. So this idea that somehow they got to worry about Rumble or they got to worry about YouTube or Twitter or Facebook, those are where the misinformation comes straight from the top every day, all day, every day of the year. So just keep that. So that's why there's always a lie.
Yeah.
So
it's only harmful to them.
Now the Wall Street Journal says it also insulated Joe Biden from the scrutiny of the American public. You think?
No, the media, the public noticed. Go look at that big red map of Trump winning. If Biden stayed in, he wouldn't have won. Everyone noticed. It was getting ridiculous to pretend he wasn't senile.
Yet a sign that the bruising presidential schedule needed to be adjusted for Biden's advanced age had arisen early on in just the first few months of his term. So immediately everybody knew. Everybody in the corporate press knew. Everybody in the White House knew. Everybody in Congress, everybody knew immediately. Just like everybody knows Mitch McConnell. Just like everybody knew that Dianne Feinstein. Just like everybody knows. Except they're lying to you.
But Jimmy, you're one of these anti-establishment.
I know. Administration officials noticed that the president became tired if meetings went long and would make mistakes. They issued a directive to some powerful lawmakers and allies seeking one-on-one time. The exchanges should be short and focused, according to people who received the messages directly from the White House. Ideally, the meetings would start later in the day, since Biden has never been at his best first thing in the morning.
Me neither.
His staff made these adjustments to limit potential missteps by Biden. The president, known for long and rambling sessions, at times pushed in the opposite direction, wanting or just taking more time. The White House
for Carlos Mencia.
The White House denied that his schedule has been altered due to his age. They're just of course they're. If the president,
not age, it's senility. It's a medical condition. It's not his age. There's plenty of old people.
That's right.
His brain doesn't work.
It's right. If the president was having an off day, meetings could be scrapped altogether. On one such occasion in the spring of 2021. The first few days of his administration, a national security official explained to another aide why a meeting needed to be rescheduled. He has good days and bad days, and today was a bad day. So we're going to address this tomorrow.
What is your bidding?
That was in the first days of administration. They knew he was demented. Everybody knew. So that's what. And now the Wall Street Journal. So again, this whole idea that that asswipe from Axios, who was getting an award at the press club, saying Twitter isn't the news. That's bullshit. No, you guys are bullshit. You guys are bullshit, and that's why people come to shows like this. Even if we're suppressed by the algorithm, we're considered borderline content. There are people with quarter of the subscribers of me that get more views. Why? Because they're not considered borderline content.
When you cock everything up, people notice that what's going on. If honestly, Reagan, people were just like, whatever, and he was senile the whole second term. But guess what? Everything wasn't as completely fucked as it is now. So your illusion doesn't work if you're going to not take care of the machine like they haven't been.
I just thought it was Biden stuttering. I thought
he had a stutter. Yeah, he had a stutter.
You know, he's got a stuttering problem.
So there it is.
In his brain.
So just like I've always told you, the biggest liars and spreaders of disinformation and misinformation and flat-out lies and conspiracy theories is the government. Second is the corporate media. And a distant third are randos on social media and YouTube and Rumble. Distant.
You're just copying Cenk Uyghurs. He said all this recently. He just now said it ahead of this.
Speak your insolence.
So, okay, over to Steph.
All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First to Super Chat. Thank you, Polly. Merry Christmas. Hillary Clinton's husband in the hospital with a fever. Funny, okay? I thought they always said revenge is a dish best served cold. Look at you, Savage. Funny. Oh, geez. Oh, you know what? Jive Talker, very generous. Thank you. You got the big bills. Second to super chat. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Jive Talker.
So,
back to Jim.
So now I'm going to show you a compilation, or just some of my favorite clips of the news media lying to you. Now that the Wall Street Journal has written a front page article about how Joe Biden is demented and was since day one. Since day one, that's according to the Wall Street Journal. He was demented since day one. Guess what? He was demented before that. He was demented since 2019 when he was running for president, and we were telling people at the show he's demented, and other people were calling us crazy.
He had 3 aneurysm surgeries. Am I wrong about that?
At least 2.
3.
At least 2, maybe 3. I don't know. So here's that.
Disembarking.
What's his name?
Julian
Castro. Julian Castro. Do you remember this this is at the 2019 debate when they were all running for president, and Joe Biden was just they were still hoping Kamala Harris, I think, could win it.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And
that little girl was me, Jimmy.
Yeah. So he calls him out for not being able to remember what he said 5 seconds ago. And the media pounced not on Joe Biden, but on him. Watch this.
10 million people uncovered. He wanted every single person in this country covered. My plan would do that. Your plan would not.
They do not have to buy in. They do not have to buy in.
You just said that. You just said that 2 minutes ago. You just said 2 minutes ago that they would have to buy in. You said they would have to buy in.
To buy in. If she qualifies for Medicaid,
are you forgetting what you said 2 minutes ago?
Be in for it.
Are you forgetting already what you said just 2 minutes ago? I mean, I can't believe that you said 2 minutes ago that they had to buy in, and now you're saying they don't have to buy. You're forgetting that.
I said anyone like your grandmother who has no money.
We need a healthcare system.
You're automatically
enrolls people regardless of whether they choose to opt in or not. If you lose your job, for instance, his healthcare plan would not.
So that's Joe Biden getting. I think he was mostly upset because he was convinced he was debating Fidel Castro.
That's what I thought.
And not Julian Castro.
Wait, why did Bernie lean in to whisper? He's like, actually, you did say that about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, like Bernie's helping him out.
You said that.
So that was him being demented.
The crowd picked up on it too.
I think Joe Biden was just asking Bernie Sanders if he could get a Schwinn bicycle for Christmas. I think that's what was happening.
You shoot your eye out, kid.
So, so there's Joe Biden. How the White House. So this is the article. How the White House functioned with a diminished Biden in charge.
Does it just say badly in the article?
So this is right. And they show a contemplative Joe Biden trying to figure out how they even fit Marmaduke into that little car in the first place. So here, now Mays grabs this one. In early June, before Biden-Trump debate, the Wall Street Journal did a story on Biden's decline. Behind closed doors, Biden showed signs of slipping. Brian Stelter claimed that was fake news. Right.
Reliable Brian? I call him Reliable Brian. Also, look at Joyanne Reed's. Joyanne Reed's wig has been receding like the coral reefs.
This is what. Here's Mr. Reliable Sources, Brian Stelter.
But Sinclair, they didn't do any original reporting. They didn't follow up. They didn't do any work. They didn't do any of their own work at all. They just ate it up, and then they regurgitated what the Wall Street Journal said. That's the worst form of so-called journalism out there. It's not really news at all. And that's my biggest complaint about this. Yeah. They said this could be an election decider, Joe Biden's age. Well, that's true if the media obsesses over it and ignores Trump's flaws. That will be true if the media puts its fists on the scale.
If the media puts their fists on the scale. But, Brian, this isn't a Coke deal.
Their fists?
If anyone's tipping the scale, it's your fat ass, okay?
Brian.
This isn't a Coke deal.
Okay, no. First of all, it's called putting your thumb on the scale, not your fist on. Are you making gay jokes about yourself?
So
your
here's
fist on the scale.
So that's Mr. Reliable Sources saying that the report that behind Joe Biden he's slipping. Sir. And by the way, he knew it. That he knows it. She knew it. She knew it. They all knew it. They
You know
all
what
knew
helped
it
the
since
ratings?
2019. They all knew it because Julian Castro knew it, and he was the only one who had the balls to... Julian?
Yeah.
You know what helped their ratings? If you see that picture of them, if at the commercial break they all switch wigs, like they come back and they have the two wigs on, the two dudes.
But Sinclair.
Here's, in light of today's Wall Street Journal report exposing Biden as completely unable to do the job of president for the last 4 years, I once again raise you this June 17th, 2024 clip from Nicole Wallace.
Nicole Torture Wallace?
Who spoke about a Republican plot to create an insidious cheap fake. That's it. Here it is. Cheap fakes. Cheap fake. Here we go. Cheap fakes.
There's a growing and insidious trend in right-wing media, broadcast, print, and social media. It is to take highly misleading and selectively edited videos of President Biden directly from Republican National Committee social media accounts and then use those videos to spread messages virally to cast doubt on President Biden's fitness for office. Here is this headline from the New York Post, quote, Biden appears to freeze up, has to be led off stage by Obama at Megabucks LA fundraiser. The full video posted by Biden finance chair on Twitter shows something entirely different.
No, it didn't.
Biden reacting to applause and then walking off stage with former President Obama. It comes less than 1 week after the New York Post
We don't even show the whole thing.
No, she didn't even show it. No,
They showed a longer cut in the cheap fake.
Yeah, the cheap fake showed the more accurate version, which is when Joe Biden froze up and Barack Obama had to grab him by the arm and lead him off stage.
It was unedited, so that's actually maybe that's why it's cheaper because there's not a lot of editing. Like theirs was an expensive fake.
The only difference between a cheap fake and a deep fake is that federal tax dollars aren't funding the cheap fake. That's it. I called Nicole Wallace a shallow fake.
It's amazing. Looking at it now after the election is extra humorous.
Cover out of another piece of deceptively edited tape, calling him meanderer-in-chief due to what they claim was Biden walking away during a skydiving demonstration during the G7 summit last week. The only problem is that the full video, which emerged almost instantly, shows Biden was going over to congratulate one of the skydivers who's cropped out of the video entirely. Both the articles are based on cheap fakes.
No, he got distracted like my dog when a squirrel goes by. And they had to go grab him. No, we're over here, Mr. President. That was the
Jimmy,
Italian prime minister had to grab him by the arm and lead him back over.
Jimmy, you are doing a cheap fake about your dog. Your dog was merely turning to congratulate a squirrel.
Videos of real events that are intentionally manipulated to fool viewers, released on an RNC opposition research social media account with zero independent fact-checking by these so-called journalists and spread throughout the right-wing ecosystem. And we would take the hand-wringing by right-wing media about Biden's mental fitness in videos intentionally manipulated to make him look unfit, maybe a little more seriously if they weren't radio silent about the repeated, glaring, and real mental lapses happening behind podiums and on camera on the part of Donald Trump.
What?
Of course, she doesn't show one.
The way she said fact-checking sounded like fuck-checking.
So
I'm going to call it that.
So that is, so again, these again, the biggest liars in the world, the government and corporate media. Nobody's close. She's doing that with a straight face. You know why? Because her first job was to be a professional liar for George Bush and Dick Cheney and lie about their torturing and lie about the Iraq War. That's what and then of course they go, oh, MSNBC, let's hire her. She's a great liar for the establishment. That's what Rachel Maddow is. That's what Chris Hayes is. Fake tough guy Lawrence O'Donnell, Joyanne Reed, Anderson Cooper, Wolf Blitzer, Jake Tapper, Sean Hannity. They're all professional liars for the establishment.
I mean, it could be more obvious.
In March 12, 2024, Adam Schiff makes a public show of criticizing Robert Mueller. That's the guy who was supposed to... He was in charge. He was the investigator who was hired to investigate if Joe Biden mishandled classified documents, which he did. And Robert Mueller, after interviewing Joe Biden couldn't remember what he was supposed to say or even knew what he was talking about. And so after that interview, which, by the way, they prepped Joe Biden for a week straight, 3 hours a day. 3 hours a day. He couldn't remember what he was supposed to say. He couldn't even remember what they were talking about. So this guy, the Robert Hur, the investigator, concluded that Joe Biden is too demented and that a jury would never convict him. So here is Adam Schiff criticizing Robert Hur for including Biden's poor mental state in his report. He said, well, I don't think we should prosecute him because a jury would never convict. So they were upset that he told the truth. Again, 9 months later, the Wall Street Journal reports that the White House had to cancel national security meetings due to Biden's poor mental state. Let's watch.
In the rules, Mr. Hur, what is in the rules is you don't gratuitously do things to prejudice the subject of an investigation when you're declining to prosecute. You don't gratuitously add language that you know will be useful in a political campaign. You were not born yesterday. You understood exactly what you were doing. It was a choice. You certainly didn't have to include that language. You could have said, vis-a-vis the documents that were found at the university, the president did not recall. There is nothing more common. You know this. I know this. There is nothing more common with a witness of any age when asked about events that are years old to say, I do not recall. Indeed, they're instructed by their attorney to do that if they have any question about it. You understood that. You made a choice. That was a political choice. It was the wrong choice. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gentlemen, yield.
What a scumbag. What he just said is so despicable. He goes, you knew that you should have lied.
That's what he's saying.
The only reason Biden got off was because his brain is good.
That's right.
Why he. So it's not gratuitous. It's the literal reason that he's not being.
He's saying, why are you including an accurate assessment of what you found when you investigated and interviewed Mr. Biden? Here,
let me hear it again. Mr. Hur, what is in the rules is you don't gratuitously do things to prejudice the subject of an investigation when you're declining to prosecute. You don't gratuitously add language that you know will be useful in a political campaign. You were not born yesterday. You understood exactly what you were doing. It was a choice. You certainly didn't have to.
What is a choice here is him lying to the American public constantly about everything. Russiagate.
He's telling the truth here.
Russiagate, right? January 6th. Yeah. No, what he's doing is he's trying to pretend that the investigator was the one making it political. He's the one making it political.
No, I know that, but I'm saying to say the one reason Joe didn't get prosecuted for his mishandling because they're prosecuting Trump. The whole reason Joe got off is he's senile, and it's obvious to the guy interviewing him he can't prosecute. And this poor guy who looks young probably didn't know how the game is played. What I would have done if I was him is prosecuted him and let Joe testify.
Yeah, right.
And go, no, he's great.
Joe, here's, of course, we hear. You remember this, Joe Scarborough, right?
This is my favorite.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite. He goes full state. This is like if you were watching Chinese TV or North Korean TV or old Soviet Union TV. They don't even do this stuff in Russia anymore.
F you.
But comparing that guy's mental state, I've said it for years now. He's cogent. But I undersold him when I said he was cogent. He's far beyond cogent. In fact, I think he's better than he's ever been. Intellectually, analytically, because he's been around for 50 years. And, you know, I don't know if people know this or not, Biden used to be a hothead. Sometimes that Irishman would get in front of the reasoning. Sometimes he would say things he didn't want to say. This is... And I don't really, you know what, I don't really care. Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth.
Start your tape, because for the first time all morning, I'm going to tell the truth. Why do you have to signal you're going to tell the truth? By the way, the reason he says that, because that's what liars do when they're about to tell the biggest lie they've ever told. And here it comes. It's like when someone says, hey, I'm a straight shooter. You know that guy's a liar.
Wait, Jimmy, hold on. I got to get my tape started.
Yeah, get your tape started.
This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth,
God.
I wouldn't say it.
Okay, Jimmy, can I just say something? I think Joe is right, and for two reasons. This Biden is not only less racist, but he probably doesn't shower with his kids anymore.
That's right. You could just see his CIA handler that morning prepping Joe Scarborough for his show. Okay, Joe, now you got to come at this very aggressively because studies show that America loves being scolded by someone who sells soap on TV. Don't worry, this is going to work out great. Don't worry about it. Start your tape right now because I'm about to tell you the truth. Okay, first of all, who's still using tape? What's the deal, Joe? Do you still stop your car with your feet like Fred Flintstone too? You're using tape? Start your tape? And of course, if you don't agree with Morning Joe, F you, America. That's right, F you. America is in an abusive relationship with MSNBC, just so you know. And there's all the proof anybody ever needed, Kurt. He's referring to him as a version of Biden. making us believe that there's a giant warehouse full of Bidens.
Yeah.
Like a scene from Westworld.
Biden 4.0, dude.
If it's not the truth, you wouldn't say it. That's what he said. If it's not the truth, I wouldn't say it. That's exactly what a liar says. Why would that even come up?
Yeah, why?
Who thinks in terms of, oh, I better only say the truth? That's supposed to be a given, but not to liars like Joe Scarborough on Morning Joe. So this is just some of my favorite. Now we have Chris Cillizza, professional liar for the corporate media. Now, after Wall Street Journal wrote this article saying that Joe Biden, who everybody knew he was demented from day one, now he comes out and gives a mea culpa, Chris Cillizza. He's going to apologize. You think I'm kidding? Watch.
As a reporter, I have a confession to make. I should have pushed harder earlier for more information about Joe Biden's mental and physical well-being.
I should have pushed harder. You mean you should have pushed at all? I should have pushed. I just didn't do a good enough job.
Never.
I'm always doing great. So let's listen to it again.
As a reporter, I have a confession to make. I should have pushed harder earlier for more information about Joe Biden's mental and physical well-being and any signs of decline. So let me explain.
Any signs of decline.
Joe Biden was president from 2020 to 2024. I worked at CNN through 2022. During that time, the early part when I was at CNN, 2020 to 2022, Republicans would regularly ping me and say, why don't you ask more questions to Joe Biden and how he's doing? He's 76, 77, 78-year-old man. And I would sort of brush them off because what I would say is, there's no obvious evidence that he's declining. Yeah, he moves a little slower, he talks a little slower, but there's no evidence that he's declining. And
there's no actual evidence that he's declining, unless you watch several videos of Joe Biden for yourself. There's no actual evidence. Here we go.
The White House and the people around Joe Biden were absolutely adamant that suggesting anything, asking the question about whether he was in some physical, mental, or both decline was offensive. How could you? It's age shaming. And I think that impacted me at some level because while I did ask the question from time to time of, not directly the White House, but aides and people around in that orbit, I didn't really push on it, if I'm being honest. Now, once I left CNN and once it became a little bit more clear to me about Biden's age, I think I did write pretty regularly and talk pretty regularly about how I wasn't sure that this guy was up to it. And then obviously after the June 27th debate, everybody...
You mean after I lost my job at CNN and it was safe? And it wasn't... Yeah. And I started to kind of around the edges talk a little bit more about the truth. So he's apologizing. Back now,
Jimmy.
So he's apologizing for not looking into something that he was so convinced about. He should have looked into it more. That's what he's saying.
Jimmy, look at his apartment. You think in New York that's cheap?
Yeah, no, of course not.
He doesn't pay rent.
Including me, was writing and talking about it. The reason that I bring this up is in the last 48 hours, there have been two stories, one by the New York Times and one by the Wall Street Journal, that document the decline of Joe Biden and how we probably should have known then and reported then what we know now. So that's what's got me thinking about the fact that I probably should have pushed harder on the Biden age stuff. Because in retrospect, it's clear that the people close to him knew that at best he had some good days and some bad days. June 27th, the debate clearly was a bad day. But if the bad day was that bad as he performed on that debate stage, the fact that he had been president without a whole lot of questions being asked about his physical and mental decline. And I'll add the fact that he continued to be president from June 27th until January 20th, 2025, I think is a little bit concerning and begs the question of, like, when did people near him know? What did they know? And why did they not share? I get protecting Biden's privacy, but he's the president of the United States, right? Like, this isn't just your grandpa who you want to, like, take the keys from, but you're not to his car, but you're not totally sure how to approach it. This is the sitting president of the United States who will continue to be after June 27th.
Yeah. Why all the